Welcome to the TasBuild Employer Return Reporting System Standard Returns How-To video. In this video, we'll take you through the system step by step, explaining any common issues and definitions as we go. For pre-populated returns, see our other how-to video. The first step is to sign in. Enter your employer number and password. Please refer to your registration information from TasBuild if you require your online credentials. If you forget your password, you'll need to email us at secretary@tasbuild.com.au and we can assist you. That's secretary, SECRETARY, at tasbuild.com.au or phone 0362 940807 during business hours. Please ensure that you sign in as an employer, not a worker. Click Login. Once you sign in, you'll see the main screen. On the right-hand side of your screen is your business information, contact and address details. If your details are incorrect and require updating, please contact the office on email address secretary@tasbuild.com.au or phone 0362 940807 during business hours. The left-hand side of the screen is divided into three sections. Returns displays all returns that are available for completion and any that are lodged for TasBuild to invoice. Outstanding invoices displays all tax invoices that are automatically generated and currently outstanding and require payment by the due date. Click on the relevant tax invoice number and the tax invoice will appear on a new screen for printing. Please be aware that backlog tax invoices and legal tax invoices do not appear on this screen. Paid invoices. Previous 3 months. This displays the invoices that have had payments allocated to the invoice. If you've made a payment against a particular invoice and it remains in the outstanding invoices, please contact TasBuild. The Managed Workers button is to update the personal details of all active workers, i.e. their contact details and address. More details on inputting information about new workers or updating worker information is on our website www.tasbuild.com.au. Okay, so let's get started. In the Returns section, select the oldest unlodged return. Click Open Update to access the return. Once opened, you'll see a list of registered workers ready for you to enter in the paid days and period pay information. Under the Calculations heading on this screen, the available working days in the month are displayed. If the workers are full-time and have had no days off without pay, it is as simple as entering the working days as displayed on the employer return. Enter each worker's period pay for the return period. The period pay amount is the worker's ordinary daily rate of pay plus allowances multiplied by the paid days. Overtime, shift and travel allowances are not included. Please refer to the do's and don'ts checklist on our website, http://tasbuild.com.au/do's-don'ts-checklist/. Ordinary hours includes public holidays, annual leave, excluding leave loading, sick leave and/or RDOs if applicable, for all full-time workers except where the worker has leave without pay. Workers' compensation payments for all workers should also be reported. If a worker is employed casually or on a part-time basis, including labour-only subcontractors, you will need to calculate how many days worked and enter this under paid days. The easiest way to calculate paid days for casual part-time workers and labour-only subcontractors is to add the number of hours that have been worked for the period that you are reporting and divide this by 7.6. Based on a 38-hour week, please change to 8 if the workers work a 40-hour week. This is the number of working days to be submitted on the employer return. The working days need to be whole numbers, therefore round up if 0.5 or above and round down if 0.4 or below. The period pay is the gross hourly rate, excluding casual loading, multiplied by the hours worked. 7.6 or 8 hours is equivalent to 1 working day. If the worker has worked more than the maximum days for this period, then please just report full-time days, as all remaining hours are considered overtime for TasBuild purposes. Unless you're adding or deleting a worker, there are only ever 2 fields that you need to input, but you'll need to do this for every worker. On the toolbar, there is an Add Worker button for a new worker who has service within the return that you are processing. Once pressed, a pop-up screen will appear. Please complete all details required. If you need to add a worker in order to report days that are outside of the return period, you'll need to complete an employee registration form. Call TasBuild 0362940807 or email secretary@tasbuild.com.au once they are added. The worker will then be displayed at the bottom of the screen for you to enter the paid days and period pay as per current workers. If a worker has been terminated during the current return, click on the Terminate button and select the applicable termination code in the worker status. Enter the termination date and wage rate. If a worker has terminated prior to the period in which you are processing, please email the termination details to secretary@tasbuild.com.au and we will arrange for the worker or workers to be removed from your employer file. Once all the workers' details are entered, the total pay is correct, and you are happy the return is complete, click Submit Return to TasBuild. A pop-up will appear saying, "Lodging this will lock it." Press OK and a tax invoice will be automatically sent to the email address as long as there are no discrepancies. If there are, the return will not be submitted and a red asterisk is located on the worker that has this discrepancy. You have to select a discrepancy option before you can continue. Discrepancies. Generally, the discrepancies are accumulated leave paid on departure, wage increase, or apprentice year change. Maximum days. Displays the maximum allowed working days for each individual worker. An error will appear if the days entered are over this amount. Total pay displays the added total of all the entered period pay amounts. Discrepancy. When a worker's weekly pay amount is different by 15%, the discrepancy box will be highlighted and an exclamation mark will appear next to the period pay amount. If no reason is applicable, please email secretary@tasbuild.com.au and select Email TasBuild to enable the employer return to be submitted. If there are no discrepancies, submitting the return to TasBuild will automatically generate a tax invoice that will be displayed on the screen. The tax invoice is then sent to the primary contact via email. That's all you need to do. If you have any questions, you can email us on secretary@tasbuild.com.au or phone 0362940807 during business hours.